It was my favorite Macho Man. 7. 1, 2, 3. He was no Leaping Lanny Poffo, though.
Yeah. AKA his brother.
I know. You know, you thought Randy Savage was tremendous. He wasn't. I don't even think he was 6 feet tall.
If that.
I don't think he was. I think he was 5'11".
5'11".
But he had like 6-inch lifts in his boots.
Yeah.
They all had the lifts in their boots. Andre Giant wasn't like 7'2".
He was like 7 feet.
Pretty close, but
No, he was over 7.
he was just a big dude.
He just had that. He had the giant disease.
I know. And he also could drink like 150 beers.
Oh yeah. I think he has the world record.
Could you imagine though? Like, how do you? He must. I mean, for a guy like that to be able to drink that much beer, and like, and he might had to. If he passed out, like he probably slept for like 4 days straight.
Yeah.
Like he probably thought he was dead.
There was no getting him up.
No. Could you imagine trying to wake him up anyway? Forget it. Chris T, top card goes to you. Go from there. Russo's great. Russo, you coming to the National? I think we asked you earlier. I don't remember you responding in the chat. All right, here's to Ricky Henderson, guys. Rick Wise, spot 1. $216 beers, whatever it was. It's filthy. Manny Modic, like when he like passed away, was, could you imagine like when he like, you know, his body, you know, whatever happens, right? When you it's all like all think that's I couldn't think of the word. I don't know why. All the liquor probably started pouring out, right? Like,
well, he died of a heart attack.
Oscar Gamble
In France.
He was at his dad's funeral?
He was in town for his dad's funeral.
That's terrible. I didn't know that.
Yeah. He passed away on my 9th birthday.
Wow. Here's Rod Carew, Hall of Famer, for Matt Hetchinger. Yeah, man. I don't remember that. One beer to him is like a shot to us. It's the other way around, isn't it? Oh, no, that's true, yeah. Or is it our beer is a shot to him? Shouldn't it be that? Or we just take a shot, he drinks the whole beer.
Yeah.
Either way, pretty amazing. Daryl Knowles. Wonder how many 40s he could drink. Well, I guess figure it out. 30, right? 12 ounces, like 30 and something? 30 something? 40. Todd Cruz. Could you imagine? How many steaks could he eat? He could eat like a 120 ounce steak. Here's Dave Lopes. The pack is loaded with Hall of Famers. Well, 2 so far, with the Schmidt coming up. Chris T, Davey Lopes, Michael Jack Schmidt. We pulled a 78 Schmidt and an 80 Schmidt. Congrats. Nice pack fresh cards here. Here's Randy Neiman.
So apparently he once drank 12 bottles of wine in 3 hours and drank 40 vodka tonics.
Yeah. That's crazy.
He was 500 pounds and over 7 feet tall, and he just...
Steve Swisher. Could you imagine, like, what do you eat if you're that much to maintain that weight? You have to eat like 6,000-7,000 calories a day.
Yeah, something like that.
Here's Jack Clark. So unbelievable. And you know what? If you actually look at him, he's, you know, like, he was a very strong guy. He was thirsty, Sean, but very strong. Like, you know, although he's very flabby, but he's also very strong. Because, I mean, that weight and that size, but he...
I mean, by the 80s,
he was much better, more cut when he was in the 70s.
Yeah, but by the 80s, like, his health started to fail.
Yeah, he just stopped working out.
That big
Probably
match
couldn't.
against Hulk Hogan, he said his knees were shot. He was hard for him to move.
Yeah, I remember. Hogan carried that match. Here's Toby Harra. Yeah, wrestling it hasn't been the same since those guys left. Here's Tim Foley. Spot 14 for Chris T. Guys, spend that $5. If you spend $5 at VintageBreaks.com, you get entered into a drawing. We're giving away some great prizes at 11 o'clock. It's $5. It's from 10:20 to 11 o'clock. Every $5 you spend gets you an entry. You can buy whatever you want at VintageBreaks.com. For every 5 you spend, you get an entry, okay?
So apparently he once walked into a restaurant, ate 12 steaks and 15 lobsters in one sitting.
Ah! Garrett, we're looking for a Ricky, man. I hope so. 15, Brad Weber. Could you imagine? Like, I can't even think about I don't eat lobster, but if I did, I couldn't imagine eating a lobster and a steak in one sitting. He had how many?
12 and 15. 12 steaks, 15 lobsters in one sitting.
He wasn't as tall, I agree. At 7 feet, Steven, he was the most gargantuan humans of all time. He could literally kill anybody. Isn't that his fist was like a bowling ball? It's pretty amazing when you think about how big a 7 foot, 500 some odd pound guy is. Big John Studd was a legit. I think he was about 6'10".
6'10".
He was legit though.
Yeah.
He was cut. He was a big guy, strong. Here's John Candelaria. You know who wasn't big? The Junkyard Dog. Or Special Delivery Jones. SD.
SD Jones.
I was a big SD fan. Or Iron Mike Sharp I always talk about. He was great. Here's Jim Kern. Remember Iron Mike Sharp?
Mm-hmm.
The leather armband?
Yep.
He used to hide stuff in there. He was great.
So there's a picture of
Francisco Barrios.
Wilt Chamberlain, Andre the Giant, and Arnold Schwarzenegger. And Schwarzenegger looks like a dwarf
Well, he was.
next to these two.
He was not very tall either.
But he's a muscular person, but he looks like a tiny human.
STD? Who's STD? You mean Special Delivery Jones? Hey, Joe, what's up, man? Here's Bake McBride. Missing Link. I remember the Missing Link. Remember Moondog Spot?
Yep.
Moondog Rex? Moondog Spot?
Yep.
Well, my all-time favorite was Uncle Elmer,
Uncle Elmer, yeah.
who was Hillbilly Jim's uncle.
Yeah.
Yeah. Didn't he get married on Friday nights, on Saturday night's main event or something?
Yep.
The $1 Million Man. Of course. Jeff Newman. I met Ultimate Warrior. He signed autographs. Garib, or Steven, if you're on, you remember when Ultimate Warrior was at the store? He was humongous. The pallbearer. I'm not sure which Ultimate Warrior was in the store that I worked at. I don't know if it was the... Remember there was like this whole theory that they were like different Ultimate Warriors?
They said it was a theory because he lost weight and got a tattoo on his arm, but I think there was just the one, and he passed away 5 years ago.
Yeah. I think we had the original Ultimate Warrior. Big John Studd was from Albany area.
Mm-hmm.
Vida Blue. I remember those days. And here's Bill Buckner. Speaking of a poor guy. Apparently he was a very nice man. Very tortured unfairly. Alright, that's 80 Cello. Unfortunately, we didn't get a Ricky. You got 18 minutes left in the show, guys. Get your $5 purchases in. They definitely did not use a copycat Warrior Russo.
Well, no, they tried to like make him. It was like a spin-off of his character.
Oh, okay.
Terrible.
Terrible or terrible?
Terrible.
Okay. Here's a 78 PT hockey. I don't even remember when I was at the store